7:52 here, Big 550 KTRS. Representative Ron Hicks, state rep from St. Peter's, Republican, wants to propose is proposing a new law that would require all kids to take CPR training. Good morning, Representative Ron Hicks.
Good morning. How are you guys today?
Great. In terms of full disclosure, do you cover Cottleville in your territory at all?
No, I cover a little bit of St. Peter's, O'Fallon, Lake St. Louis, and Wentzville.
Okay, I'm a Cottlevillian, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking to one of my representatives there. All right.
Sorry about that.
All right, Ron Hicks, what's the deal? Why should schools teach CPR?
Well, it's not really why they should. And as far as teaching it goes, it's not that we're certifying any children. I learned CPR back when I was in high school, and I know that was a long time ago, but I've noticed some of the things that we've gone away from in schools and in high school and stuff, and it concerns me. I mean, we talk about the Pledge of Allegiance and praying and this and that, but, one of the things that I learned was a life-saving thing, and that was CPR, health class.
So
and,
we don't...
Luckily enough, last year I was able to use it and saved a lady's life in the Capitol.
We don't have health classes anymore in high school?
Well, we have health classes, but the things they teach nowadays are a little different from the things they taught back when. And I think some of the things that we're not teaching kids nowadays are some of the things we need in life.
So they don't teach CPR in high school or in middle school, do they?
No, not in middle school nor high school anymore. And I mean, I don't even know if they ever did in the state of Missouri. I know back in the day, though, we had driver's ed, we had CPR, a few things back then we don't have nowadays.
Why do you want to take valuable time away from teaching math, English, science? The kids aren't getting that message. We want to take time away from that and teach them CPR. Shouldn't they be able to do that on their own?
No, they're still taking their math and everything. This is going to be in a health class or in a physical education class.
How much money is this going to cost the schools?
It is going to cost the schools zero. The teachers are already in the classrooms. The American Heart Association has already put forth $120,000 for the kits. They have purchased a kit for every single high school in the state of Missouri.
So what's the backlash?
Those kits can last from 7 to 10 years.
And so who's against this?
Well, actually, the only people that were against it in the beginning were some of the school board associations, some of the school officials in the Capitol. But we sat down, we talked, they expressed their concerns, and I met with them, met their concerns, and we fixed it, and now they're supporting the bill. Really, their main concern was they didn't want to see this as a mandate, because when I first had the bill written, it was a mandate that they teach it within and it still is going to be taught in the school year. It's a 30-minute class. You take it any time within your 4-year career of high school. It's not certified training. It is pretty much an awareness and a visual. It's a hands-on training kit with the kit, a little CPR dummy, and then there's a video that takes about 30 minutes to watch.
But so this bill will not... If this bill doesn't force schools to do it, what does this bill do?
Well, it's not that it's not forcing them. See, now before it was forcing them to do it, and that's what they did not like. They didn't like the fact that I was making them do this. Mm-hmm. So we talked about it, and they actually liked the idea, too, of CPR being back in curriculum. Some of the schools in the state are already doing it, but they can only do it when they can afford it or they have the kits or someone there to train them. So that is one of the reasons why the American Heart Association stepped forth and put these kits in the classes. So now it's a part of their curriculum. So now it's just a regular class that they'll, when they're taking when they're taking physical education or a health class, this will be part of their curriculum now.
Gotcha.
And it would be the teacher, the instructor that's there.
The teacher, and it's not necessarily an instructor. The teacher's going to teach it at the same time. There's the video they watch and then the hands-on training. Anyone can do this. There's a kit. Matter of fact, I have some in my office and I give them away sometimes. But there's a kit that you can take home and even teach your own children and your own family to do that.
So since you guys down in Jefferson City can't agree on what day of the week is it, how many Democrats are against this, and are you going to be able to get it through?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many Democrats are against it. To tell you the truth, when they voted for it in committee, they all voted for it, Democrats and Republicans.
How about the governor?
To get it out of committee, of course.
Yeah.
We'll soon be seeing this on the House floor.
Do we have to lean on John Deal for you? What's going on there?
Well, John Deal hasn't really said one way or the other on it. He's letting things go through the House the way they are. He's done a great job at it, of course. I mean, I've had more bills and more committee meetings this year than I've had in 2 years that I've been in the building. But
I know
he's he hasn't blocked a single thing that I know of yet, so things are just rolling right through. And if I did feel that this wasn't getting the attention, it wasn't getting put on the House calendar, then I'd go to John Deal and ask him for it. But I mean, I don't know if we necessarily need to put pressure on him yet. I really haven't even talked to him about it.
Well, you can just let me know, and I'll lean on him. I'll twist a couple arms.
I don't think it would hurt if people express their concerns.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do know one young lady. We did a story on our KSDK, Abby Snodgrass. She was just in Jefferson City last weekend, I think, in support of the bill.
An award, I believe.
Yeah, she saved a baby's life.
Yes, and that's all this is about. In the committee meeting, that's what we were talking about. That we had guys from the ambulance districts, from fire districts. We had police officers. We had doctors. I mean, we had all kinds of people from all walks of life in the first responder and in the medical training side, and they all agreed that even this class just showing children what to do is better than them doing nothing in a situation like this.
Mm-hmm. Representative Ron Hicks wants to propose CPR education for all in the state of Missouri. Sir, thanks for joining us. Have a good day.
Hey, you're more than welcome, and thank you guys for having me on. You have a wonderful weekend, and happy Easter.
You got it. 7:58 here, Big 550 KTRS.